Von TV.
North Korea is ruled by a communist regime, which has caused it international isolation. North Korea's multiple intercontinental missile tests have contributed to extreme tension with the United States and neighboring countries. For a short time, the tension seemed to diminish, primarily due to President Trump's aggressive attempts at peacemaking. But after the disruption of peace summits between the two nations, the status of negotiations is in question. With this issue, we were curious about the thoughts of U.S. citizens.
North Korea is still supposedly communist.
Very repressive, closed society, building a lot of nuclear weapons.
Kind of a hermit kingdom, they call it, right? So I think it's pretty closed off. Their leader is an authoritarian, punishes his people. He's kind of an aggressor in a way in the world right now.
I think it's good for the countries to talk. I don't think closing off everyone is, not talking is ever good, but I don't trust that they will do what they say they're going to, even if there's an agreement.
Who's they?
North Korea.
Okay.
What we've tried for 40 years hasn't worked.
The U.S. is sort of being taken advantage of or being played in a way. North Korea seems to have the upper hand right now in the negotiations, and I don't think it's gone anywhere ever since the negotiations started. Really, I think we're basically stuck in the same place as we were before.
Yeah.
We've seen time and time again that Trump uses both external and internal things, issues, events, towards his own benefit. And I think that he will probably use this one as well for his own good.
Only if it benefits him to be reelected. He's all about himself.
I don't like Trump personally. I don't like what he's doing with North Korea. I don't like how he's handling this whole situation. We need a better leader from the U.S. side. I think we need a better leader that can actually take a look at the big picture objectively, not emotionally.
North Korea I think they would use their nuclear capabilities, and I think that would be tragic for the world.
I don't think it would ever get to a war. I think there would potentially be a launch. I'm confident enough in the United States defense system and missile defense. I feel like we also have a lot of, our nuclear subs and Air Force is monitoring the situation close enough that we would know if there was anything, an imminent attack or missile strike.
I think when you're dealing with Trump, there's always a chance of that because they're dealing with Trump. There's a higher chance. But hopefully cooler heads will prevail, and hopefully behind the scenes, Trump is not the only one doing all the talking. Hopefully their teams are talking, and hopefully it won't get to that. But I think there's a higher chance because Trump is involved.
I think that we all know that if there is a war, that means absolute and total destruction for innocent people in both countries, both in South and North Korea. It's a travesty that should not be relived, and it's something that the Trump administration should consider very carefully. And I think that both Americans living in the U.S., but also other nations that experienced as allies or as soldiers in those nations during the Korean War should speak up. And there should be actions taken that looks beyond the short-sighted view of one failing leader.
It was great to hear the perspective of U.S. citizens. What would it take in order to solve this matter? Tell us what you think. Please leave comments, like, and subscribe.
What do you think about North Korea?